Welcome to episode number 72 of Success Superstars and my special guest today, Geoff Lewis, president of Vesuvius Holdings. Geoff, welcome.
Thank you. Hello, Mark.
Hey, I'm so glad you're joining us today and welcome to the team.
Well, thanks. I've had a really warm welcome and so happy to be on board.
You know, I was going to actually see if you would wear your FSU t-shirt today, but since we're doing the video, we thought, maybe the coat and ties would be better.
Okay. I'm flexible.
Well, flexibility is the name of the game, and we know one of the attributes of success. So, Geoff, tell us a little bit so the audience can get to know you and a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about your background, maybe where you grew up, some of your hobbies.
Sure. I was born in San Francisco, and when I was 2 months old, moved to Seattle and spent all of my youth years growing up in high school in Seattle, and then went off to college at Brigham Young University. And from there, went on to law school at the University of Virginia and practiced law and private practice for a number of years, and then went into the corporate world. And about 15 years ago, joined RE/MAX at its headquarters here in Denver, Colorado, where I am today at my home. And eventually became president of RE/MAX and really became engaged in, excited about the real estate industry. I took an early retirement about a year ago and very quickly decided that retirement wasn't for me. It was too early, and I love the real estate industry, wanted to get back in. And I was approached by JP, who wanted me to come on board and help him continue the phenomenal growth that he's had at JP Associates, both the brokerage in Texas, as well as franchising nationally, to become the next RE/MAX, if you will. And that seemed to be a real exciting opportunity for me. So I signed on, and here I am.
Yeah, super exciting. So you've lived coast to coast and lived in some amazing cities, and the law degree had to be a phenomenal achievement for you. Passing the bar and doing all those things is not an easy feat. And what were some of the success habits that you had that successfully got you through law school and successfully into private practice?
Number one was hard work. I definitely was not the smartest person in my law school class, but I found that I could outwork just about anybody. And so that hard work really paid off.
And do you think that translates, most of our audience is self-employed, independent contractors in the real estate field. Do you think that same trait applies to what we do every day in the field?
I do. I have grown to have tremendous respect for agents, realizing that they're independent contractors, so self-employed. And so every day agents get up and say, I've got to go earn my living today. And if I don't get a listing or a buyer or closing and commission, I don't eat. So I find them to be the successful ones, very hardworking. And again, they just, through hard work, outwork most of the other agents, along with other factors to achieve their success, but hard work being right there at the top. And anyone who wants to come in this business and willing to work hard can be successful. Yeah,
for sure. Now, the network you came from, somewhere near 100,000 agents across the globe. Is that right?
Yeah, about 60,000 agents in the U.S. and about another 50,000 in Canada and in another 100 countries.
Yeah, so all over. So, here in Texas, the brokerage entity that I lead, we're near 1,700. The franchise entity that Frank's leading is, I think, now in 8 different states. What do you see? What do you see in JPAR that attracted you?
Well, it's as we say in JPAR, it's a new generation brokerage. And by that, what I saw when I was at RE/MAX is the traditional models. And I'm going to include RE/MAX in that, although their model is a little bit different. Claims to be 100% commission, but really is fixed monthly fee. was just not being competitive with some of the other new generation brokerages that truly were 100% commission with a transaction fee model.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that transaction fee model segment of the market is going to grow and take share from traditional companies. And I've seen that success at the JPAR, and wanted to be part of one of the new, we call, maybe an overused term, but one of the disruptors in the industry. And see JPAR as a disruptor, and love disruption. So that's why I came on board.
Yeah, well, we're super excited you're here. What do you see over the next 30, 60, 90 days? I know we're all headed to INMA next week, where we're going to be a finalist for the Innovation Award, Brokerage Innovation Award. And but what do you see over the next kind of 30, 60, 90 days, the next year? Do you see us going to all 50 states, things like that?
Well, I do see us going to all 50 states, but not in the next 30, 60, 90 days. We just went into our 8th state last week. So 8 states after about 6 months of franchising is phenomenal success. I think we can add 20 states or so a year. So, it'll take us a few years to get to all 50 states, but, JPAR is exciting, and people want to franchise and be part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, dealing with agents like you and I have, all over the world, you and I have had a unique perspective of seeing, what makes them successful and what makes them, fail. Are there some traits that you've seen across our top performers that stand out to you that everyone should emulate?
I have. I think I put at the top of that list hard work. Second thing I would say is being really good at relationships, never forgetting that real estate is a relationship business. We've seen a lot of advances with technology in our industry, and a lot of tools that can help an agent to be more productive, but they should never replace relationships, building personal relationships. The home purchase is the largest financial transaction that people enter into, and they need a trusted guide. Third, I would say, is just great marketing. Really successful agents are very good at establishing their own marketing themselves, and secondarily marketing the brand. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, hard work, dedication. It's the only industry I think you wake up every day you're unemployed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and so without those elements, things don't work well. Well, as we wrap up this episode, is there any last-minute thoughts you have for the audience?
Yeah, I would say another overall key to success, something that's been very important to me in my career, is integrity. Always be genuine and maintain your integrity. If you don't have that, people can see through it. And I really believe anytime you act without integrity, you build up a debt, and that debt accumulates over time, and at some point, there's going to be a collection on that debt, and you're going to be unveiled for not having integrity, and that'll really hurt you. Having integrity, people will know that and sense it, and really help you succeed and help you be proud of yourself and what you do every day. Finally, I would say, always be learning. The industry is always changing. There are a lot of great leaders, a lot of great books that you can learn from. Something that I've been doing the last couple of years is listening to books on Audible. We're all really, really busy. I have found just in the time I spend running around the car and dead moments or moments when I don't need to fully concentrate, I'm just amazed at how many books I can get through in a month listening on Audible. Great business books, great biographies, just allows you to continuously learn. So continuous learning is very important.
Yeah, for sure. Well, as we wrap up, I was thinking, you and I have seen agents and companies perform in up markets, in down markets, in presidential cycles, and we're getting ready to go through another presidential election cycle. Who knows what markets we're going to face. Do you have thoughts to the audience on how to stay focused, how to stay diligent despite any, a political or market changes?
Yeah, don't pay a lot of attention to that, right? Just really pay attention to building your business and building your own brand and understanding that this is a cyclical market, especially for some of the newer agents who've joined in the last 5 years and you haven't seen a down market yet. You may think selling real estate is relatively easy, but it can get more challenging. But, through up markets and down markets, I always take comfort in the fact that what we sell is shelter, right? And people will always need shelter. It's never going to go out of style.
Never going to get out of style. And even, here, I just looked at the DFW market, where the market creates about 10,000 home sales a month. Even a 10% drop in that, there's still plenty of shelter and plenty of consumers that need our help and services. As long as we're, like the things you're doing, working hard, marketing, building our brands, and serving the consumer. Plenty of business for everybody, regardless of market conditions.
Yeah, one of the challenges in our business is a very low barrier to entry. Resulting in a lot of agents out there who really aren't very good, don't do much business. Those are the ones who get hit hardest in the downturn. The good agents will take that share as those agents drop out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Geoff, we really appreciate you taking the time and share with the audience a little bit about yourself and your background and success tips. And we'll see you soon on another episode of Success Superstars.
Look forward to it. Goodbye for now.